If you have been looking into starting a YouTube channel in 2021, but you don't know how to or don't have any previous skills of editing, shooting, light setup, then this is the video you should watch till end to see exactly what you need to know to start your YouTube channel in 2021. How's it going, guys? So my name is Syed and I'm a beginner and a newbie at the YouTube, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing while I and you are going to learn the YouTube together. I have no background knowledge. I'm not an expert, so if you think you need expert advice, please don't watch this video. There's many and plenty of those advice out there and great people and great channels as well. So make sure to check this out. But for now, I'll be helping you as well as myself starting a YouTube channel from scratch. We both don't have any idea what we're gonna do, what niche is we're gonna take, what shoot style we're gonna do, how the editing is gonna look like, what software we're gonna choose for editing. None of that. So I'm actually on the starting of my journey as well, but I thought I'll give you a beginner perspective of what things you should look for in my recent discovery of YouTube and based on what other YouTubers has said to look for before starting a YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get into top 6 points that I think you should start the YouTube channel with me today. The biggest, most important point that I find is create schedule and develop consistency within your posting routine. If you want to be someone who wants to do something, and I'm assuming that is the case with you, that you want to stand out from the regular public or the general public, then what you have to do is you have to create a discipline in yourself, work ethics, all of that combined to be able to produce one video every week for the rest of your life or rest of the year or whatever your goal is. And this is also one of the important points that I found in all my research in starting a YouTube channel is consistency is the only key to success. So if you post 12 videos a year, you will have 12 chances to blow up. Similarly, if you post 24 videos a year, you will have 24 chances to blow up. Which one is better, right? The more the better. So make sure to have consistency, and with that you will learn a lot of things, right? Because each video will require hours and hours and hours and hours of work for you to edit, shoot, setup, lights, all of that combined to produce that one video. And as we go along in the journey, you will also learn quite a bit. Again, I don't want to scare you right now. I just want to tell you that right now all you need to know is how to hold the camera, hit the record button, talk to the camera, shut the record button, edit a little bit and upload it. Rest will come as we go. You don't need high-tech equipment right now. You don't need a lot of equipment, a good lighting and setup to get started. The other reason for this point is also because due to Corona, I feel like everyone is at home. They're a lot more lazy and the schedule of getting up, going to work is pretty much non-existent anymore. So I encourage you to focus on this point first, because this is where you're gonna build a relationship with the YouTube, and then the YouTube will know that you're posting on a set date every week specific content that will be pushed into the public and hopefully go to the moon, I guess. I will be telling you a bit of my editing style that I learned throughout the other YouTube and that I use to edit this video that you're watching right now in the following week. So make sure to check that out, and hopefully I will add the link in the description. Moving on to second point. The second point, which is very important to me, is fight your insecurity. Now, this is not the point that I found anywhere in the YouTube creators videos. I think this is very important with a lot of friends that I know of, or just myself, because I know I have a couple insecurities and I feel so bad coming onto the camera without getting those fixed. You have to let those out. You have to put them in the public, and it's like, here you go. This is out there. Now I can't be afraid of them anymore because they already know. What's next? Next, you're gonna look up and move on from there, right? You will learn to live with that rather than trying to hide it. And I want to show you my insecurity so I can tell people that I have told everyone knows about my insecurity, so I can gain more confidence that it doesn't even matter. They already know it. Why hide it? I'll tell you, I have two insecurity. One is my teeth. Right now I have braces on, but I'll show you a picture before here. You can see my teeth is almost terrible and I never smiled and I hated putting myself on the camera. So that was for one. And the second is black bags I got under eyes sometimes. That's just so annoying. I hated making videos while I'm going through that phase. I'm not telling you for the sake of telling you. I'm telling you because I want to put my insecurities out there so that I am not held by those insecurities anymore and I can look past it and move on and go about my day. So now I have an assignment for you. Put your insecurities in the comment and I'm going to see what are those insecurities and how you're overcoming it. Alright, so point 3, YouTube is very saturated. Now, this is the point I found in every single YouTuber's videos who were explaining that you should start a YouTube channel, is that yes, YouTube is very saturated and there's no doubt about it. But what you have to remember is that if you're giving someone some value, regardless of how many times it's been done, if they're getting some sort of benefit out of that video, they will still watch you, no matter how many times it's been done. Similarly, what you are doing video on maybe has been done for many times. I totally agree with that. But how you're making that video, what sort of procedure you use to create that video is not going to be similar to anyone else on the planet. So you have to understand the way you are brought up will shape how you make that video, how you edit the video, what style you're going to have, everything in between. So yes, what you are doing video on may be done before, but how you are doing that video is going to be different for every individual. Like, I know two friends, they are identical twins, but you can see a different personality in both of them. They have amazing YouTube channel too. Please check them out here. The fact that they were brought up in the same household, same culture, same ethnic background, they still have different personality. So their editing style is still going to be very different to each other. Alright, I also want to show you this graph. In this graph, you will see that ages 12 to 17 use a lot more of TV connected device usage than traditional TV. In ages 18 to 34, you will also see the increase of TV connected device uses than traditional TV. However, if you see the age 35 to 49, 50 to 46, and 65 plus, you will see that these two ages have still using the traditional TV as their entertainment source. So there are the two takeaways I got from this chart. One is that there is still majority of people from 18 to 37 that watches traditional TV. Sure, it's less than the connected devices, but it's still quite a bit of people that still watches TV, which is a good news for us, because if you think that YouTube is saturated, a lot of that market that is still watching traditional TV will be moving into this TV connected devices, which means the social media, internet, and all of that very soon. So there is quite a bit of market that's not currently watching or using the YouTube. The second takeaway of this is the age 35 to 65 plus is still using the traditional TV, which means that there's a huge chunk of that market that will be transitioning over to the internet services providers, because the people and the teens and the people in 20s are who will be moving into the late 30s or 40s. They will obviously be watching more of the internet or YouTube and consuming the content there rather than using a traditional TV. So in this chart, you can see that there's a huge chunk that is currently on traditional TV, and that we can use that advantage to put our content out regardless of it's being saturated, because we will have more people looking at it in YouTube near future. On the other side, YouTube also wants you to promote videos like 10 minutes or more so that you can keep the viewer longer, and they will do everything in power to keep the viewer stays on the YouTube platform, so we as a creator and the YouTube can all make money. What videos should I make? Now, listening to all these points, you're thinking, sure, all these points are nice and dandy, but what am I gonna make a video? I don't even know. I don't know what niche I'm gonna take. I don't know what sort of style I'm gonna take. To that, I say, I have no idea. I don't know what you're gonna become. I don't know what niche you're gonna take. I don't know what style you're gonna have. For that, you have to trust the process and jump into it for that to be figured out later. I'll give you an example. Once you go into the university, just because you don't know what major you're gonna take, it doesn't stop you from applying to university. You apply to university, you go through the first year, and hopefully you'll figure out your major as you go along. Some of us might know what major they're taking, but a lot of us don't, and that's why the first year classes are prerequisite to pretty much every degree out there. Take a leap of faith, jump in, start making video. I know they're not going to be great. The first 10, 20, 30 is not going to be great, but it's going to teach you a lot, and hopefully you'll find your niche, your editing style, your shooting style as you go along into your journey. However, I want to caution you if you're doing a daily vlogs. I've heard from other YouTubers, if you don't have a large following, doing a vlogs might not give you much traffic because people don't know you enough to watch your blog or sit through the whole video. Unless you're doing something crazy, which a lot of us might not be at the starting point, because doing something crazy would require a lot of work and skills that we might not have at the moment. If you have audience from TikTok and Instagram, you can also bring that over to the YouTube to watch your vlogs. That's the only possible way I think could happen. Video quality. Now I hear you saying my video quality would be so bad, I don't know how to make a video, how to edit a video. I understand this. Your first 2, 3, 4 videos not gonna be good, just like mine is not any good. Yours is not gonna be good, and I totally understand that, and you have to be okay with it. What others are gonna say should be your least important things to notice at this very moment. What you have to do is have to keep learning from the mistakes you are making at this very moment. No one on the YouTube is born with this confidence to talk on the camera. Be okay with it. Don't get awkward. Don't make faces. Always know what to talk about. Then nobody's ever born with it. We all have to learn as we go, and this is what we have to do as well. And again, I'm not saying to never level up yourself. You can do that, and you will have to do it as we move along, but now is just not the time. Before we get to that stage, we have to do a lot more practice, learn a lot more, and know how to talk to a camera before we actually buy some expensive stuff. And to further solidify this idea, I actually went ahead and find some of the YouTubers that they are very famous, their first video and the last video, and you will see the difference. You'd be amazed by what they used to be to begin with. So don't hold yourself back, and let's watch this video.
So I'm not going to try to be energetic or entertaining, though maybe sometimes I will. But anyways,
wow, right? Like, you want some tips for growing on YouTube this year? 2 strategies. Try to be energetic and try to be entertaining. So that was like my first video, right?
You're watching this little brown girl talk to herself in a camera when you could be watching a freaking cute squirrel eating an acorn.
I spent some of my 2018 recording videos and editing them, but not posting them. But I wanted to share the times that I tried, because me trying wasn't wasted time. It got me here. Look how aesthetic I look. It looks like I meditate and take my vitamins every day. Look at me. I matched my bed.
I also color corrected my acne spots using a green color corrector, also from LA Girl, and then blended it out with my beauty blender.
It was so cute, but then I kept on scrolling and realized she had literally made a James Charles X Morphe cape.
Hey, this is my first vlog, man. Here 4 years ago together.
4 years ago?
Yeah. Alex DM'd me and he was like, let's move out. Let's fucking do it. You were there for my first girlfriend.
Extra source of income. All right, so let's talk about the last point that I think is very important, and the point that I was very ashamed to talk about is making money out of YouTube. Now, yes, you will be making some money out of it, but that shouldn't be your main purpose to start a YouTube channel. I personally think your idea to do something on YouTube should have a bigger purpose. For example, giving a value or making it as a business, which is more than money. Money cannot be a goal. Yes, it can be an outcome for achieving a specific goal. You can be money driven in this process, but you have to have your why behind it. For example, have a new house, you want to retire your parents. If you have more money, you will have a child. So if you are driven by money, have your why that's deeper than you, so that you won't give up as soon as the YouTube gets hard, because it will get hard. That's a wrap up of our video. If you think I've given you some sort of value, please hit the subscribe button, hit this like button. I need to fill my 40,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscriber before I get monetized, and I cannot wait for that moment. If you are kind enough to do that, I would really appreciate that. Until the next video, take care, have a good day, peace.